God bless and good day, my dear friends. As I get the YouTube link shared out, let's go ahead and get the reader started here. Oopsie. Yeah, it does not behaving, but I'll get us started right away. Today is, looks like we're starting at verse 25 of 28 and finishing 28 going to 29. Here we go.
You are also to make a breastpiece of judgment with the same workmanship as the ephod. Construct it with gold, with blue, purple, and scarlet yarn, and with finely spun linen. It must be square when folded over double, a span long and a span wide. And mount on it a setting of gemstones, 4 rows of stones. In the first row there shall be a ruby, a topaz, and an emerald. In the second row, a turquoise, a sapphire, and a diamond. In the third row, a jacinth, an agate, and an amethyst. And in the fourth row, a beryl, an onyx, and a jasper. Mount these stones in gold filigree settings. The 12 stones are to correspond to the names of the sons of Israel, each engraved like a seal, with the name of one of the 12 tribes. For the breastpiece, make braided chains like cords of pure gold. You are also to make 2 gold rings and fasten them to the 2 corners of the breastpiece. Then fasten the 2 gold chains to the 2 gold rings at the corners of the breastpiece, and fasten the other ends of the 2 chains to the 2 filigree settings, attaching them to the shoulder pieces of the ephod at the front. Make 2 more gold rings and attach them to the other 2 corners of the breastpiece, on the inside edge next to the ephod. Make 2 additional gold rings and attach them to the bottom of the 2 shoulder pieces of the ephod, on its front, near its seam, just above its woven waistband. The rings of the breastpiece shall be tied to the rings of the ephod with a cord of blue yarn, so that the breastpiece is above the waistband of the ephod, and does not swing out from the ephod. Whenever Aaron enters the holy place, he shall bear the names of the sons of Israel over his heart on the breastpiece of judgment, as a continual reminder before the Lord. And place the Urim and Thummim in the breastpiece of judgment, so that they will also be over Aaron's heart whenever he comes before the Lord. Aaron will continually carry the judgment of the sons of Israel over his heart before the Lord. You are to make the robe of the ephod entirely of blue cloth, with an opening at its top in the center. Around the opening shall be a woven collar with an opening like that of a garment, so that it will not tear. Make pomegranates of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn all the way around the lower hem, with gold bells between them, alternating the gold bells and pomegranates around the lower hem of the robe. Aaron must wear the robe whenever he ministers, and its sound will be heard when he enters or exits the sanctuary before the Lord, so that he will not die. You are to make a plate of pure gold, and engrave on it as on a seal, "Holy to the Lord." Fasten to it a blue cord to mount it on the turban. It shall be on the front of the turban, and it will be worn on Aaron's forehead, so that he may bear the iniquity of the holy things that the sons of Israel consecrate with regard to all their holy gifts. It shall always be on his forehead, so that they may be acceptable before the Lord. You are to weave the tunic with fine linen, make the turban of fine linen, and fashion an embroidered sash. Make tunics, sashes, and headbands for Aaron's sons, to give them glory and splendor. After you put these garments on your brother Aaron and his sons, anoint them, ordain them, and consecrate them, so that they may serve me as priests. Make linen undergarments to cover their bare flesh, extending from waist to thigh. Aaron and his sons must wear them whenever they enter the tent of meeting, or approach the altar to minister in the holy place, so that they will not incur guilt and die. This is to be a permanent statute for Aaron and his descendants. Now this is what you are to do to consecrate Aaron and his sons to serve me as priests. Take a young bull and 2 rams without blemish, along with unleavened bread, unleavened cakes mixed with oil, and unleavened wafers anointed with oil. Make them out of fine wheat flour, put them in a basket, and present them in the basket along with the bull and the 2 rams. Then present Aaron and his sons at the entrance to the tent of meeting, and wash them with water. Take the garments and clothe Aaron with the tunic, the robe of the ephod itself, and the breastplate. Fasten the ephod on him with its woven waistband. Put the turban on his head, and attach the holy diadem to the turban. Then take the anointing oil and anoint him by pouring it on his head. Present his sons as well, and clothe them with tunics. Wrap the sashes around Aaron and his sons, and tie headbands on them. The priesthood shall be theirs by a permanent statute. In this way you are to ordain Aaron and his sons. You are to present the bull at the front of the tent of meeting, and Aaron and his sons are to lay their hands on its head. And you shall slaughter the bull before the Lord at the entrance to the tent of meeting. Take some of the blood of the bull and put it on the horns of the altar with your finger. Then pour out the rest of the blood at the base of the altar. Take all the fat that covers the entrails and the lobe of the liver, and both kidneys with the fat on them, and burn them on the altar. But burn the flesh of the bull and its hide and dung outside the camp. It is a sin offering. Take one of the rams, and Aaron and his sons shall lay their hands on its head. You are to slaughter the ram, take its blood and sprinkle it on all sides of the altar. Cut the ram into pieces, wash the entrails and legs, and place them with its head and other pieces. Then burn the entire ram on the altar. It is a burnt offering to the Lord, a pleasing aroma, an offering made by fire to the Lord. Take the second ram, and Aaron and his sons are to lay their hands on its head. Slaughter the ram, take some of its blood, and put it on the right earlobes of Aaron and his sons, on the thumbs of their right hands, and on the big toes of their right feet. Sprinkle the remaining blood on all sides of the altar, and take some of the blood on the altar and some of the anointing oil, and sprinkle it on Aaron and his garments, as well as on his sons and their garments. Then he and his garments will be consecrated, as well as his sons and their garments. Take the fat from the ram, the fat tail, the fat covering the entrails, the lobe of the liver, both kidneys with the fat on them, and the right thigh, since this is a ram for ordination, along with 1 loaf of bread, 1 cake of bread made with oil, and 1 wafer from the basket of unleavened bread that is before the Lord. Put all these in the hands of Aaron and his sons, and wave them before the Lord as a wave offering. Then take them from their hands and burn them on the altar atop the burnt offering as a pleasing aroma before the Lord. It is an offering made by fire to the Lord. Take the breast of the ram of Aaron's ordination and wave it before the Lord as a wave offering, and it will be your portion. Consecrate for Aaron and his sons the breast of the wave offering that is waved, and the thigh of the heave offering that is lifted up from the ram of ordination. This will belong to Aaron and his sons as a regular portion from the Israelites, for it is the heave offering the Israelites will make to the Lord from their peace offerings. The holy garments that belong to Aaron will belong to his sons after him, so they can be anointed and ordained in them. The son who succeeds him as priest and enters the tent of meeting to minister in the holy place must wear them for 7 days. You are to take the ram of ordination and boil its flesh in a holy place. At the entrance to the tent of meeting, Aaron and his sons are to eat the meat of the ram and the bread that is in the basket. They must eat those things by which atonement was made for their ordination and consecration. But no outsider may eat them, because these things are sacred. And if any of the meat of ordination or any bread is left until the morning, you are to burn up the remainder. It must not be eaten, because it is sacred. This is what you are to do for Aaron and his sons, based on all that I have commanded you, taking 7 days to ordain them. Sacrifice a bull as a sin offering each day for atonement. Purify the altar by making atonement for it, and anoint it to consecrate it. For 7 days you shall make atonement for the altar and consecrate it. Then the altar will become most holy. Whatever touches the altar will be holy. This is what you are to offer regularly on the altar each day: 2 lambs that are a year old. Offer 1 lamb in the morning and the other at twilight. With the first lamb, offer 1/10 of an ephah of fine flour, mixed with 1/4 hin of oil from pressed olives, and a drink offering of 1/4 hin of wine. And offer the second lamb at twilight with the same grain offering and drink offering as in the morning, as a pleasing aroma, an offering made by fire to the Lord. For the generations to come, this burnt offering shall be made regularly at the entrance to the tent of meeting before the Lord, where I will meet you to speak with you. I will also meet with the Israelites there, and that place will be consecrated by my glory. So I will consecrate the tent of meeting and the altar, and I will consecrate Aaron and his sons to serve me as priests. Then I will dwell among the Israelites and be their God, and they will know that I am the Lord their God, who brought them out of the land of Egypt so that I might dwell among them. I am the Lord their God. You are also to make an altar of acacia wood for the burning of incense. It is to be square, 1 cubit long, 1 cubit wide, and 2 cubits high. Its horns must be of 1 piece. Overlay with pure gold the top and all the sides and horns, and make a molding of gold around it. And make 2 gold rings below the molding on opposite sides to hold the poles used to carry it. Make the poles of acacia wood and overlay them with gold. Place the altar in front of the veil that is before the ark of the testimony, before the mercy seat that is over the testimony, where I will meet with you. And Aaron is to burn fragrant incense on it every morning when he tends the lamps. When Aaron sets up the lamps at twilight, he must burn the incense perpetually before the Lord for the generations to come. On this altar you must not offer unauthorized incense or a burnt offering or grain offering, nor are you to pour a drink offering on it. Once a year Aaron shall make atonement on the horns of the altar. Throughout your generations he shall make atonement on it annually with the blood of the sin offering of atonement. The altar is most holy to the Lord. Then the Lord said to Moses, When you take a census of the Israelites to number them, each man must pay the Lord a ransom for his life when he is counted. Then no plague will come upon them when they are numbered. Everyone who crosses over to those counted must pay a half shekel, according to the sanctuary shekel, which weighs 20 gerahs. This half shekel is an offering to the Lord. Everyone 20 years of age or older who crosses over must give this offering to the Lord. In making the offering to the Lord to atone for your lives, the rich shall not give more than a half shekel, nor shall the poor give less. Take the atonement money from the Israelites and use it for the service of the tent of meeting. It will serve as a memorial for the Israelites before the Lord to make atonement for your lives. And the Lord said to Moses, You are to make a bronze basin with a bronze stand for washing. Set it between the tent of meeting and the altar, and put water in it, with which Aaron and his sons are to wash their hands and feet. Whenever they enter the tent of meeting, or approach the altar to minister by presenting an offering made by fire to the Lord, they must wash with water so that they will not die. Thus they are to wash their hands and feet so that they will not die. This shall be a permanent statute for Aaron and his descendants for the generations to come. Then the Lord said to Moses, Take the finest spices, 500 shekels of liquid myrrh, half that amount, 250 shekels, of fragrant cinnamon, 250 shekels of fragrant cane.
All right, my friends, there we go. Let's update to 29 for tomorrow. Right away, as I somehow thankfully remembered how the priests are to be fed and taken care of by the people and the offerings. That's what we basically started with today. That was pretty cool. You see, God's laid out everything for them, how the priests are to behave. Specifically, right there where we ended, he talks about them having to wash themselves and be clean as they come before God. Keep that in mind, as something unfortunate is about to happen with Aaron's sons. So, nothing really much to add except God, like I said, is not leaving any room for error, yet there is still error. God help us. And we have the sacrifices coming up, consecration of the priests. We just went through the food, the daily offerings, everything in specific order. And this is all being done in that very, very last section is called God will dwell among the people. That's why this is all being done, to prepare a way and a means, an environment that is somewhat suitable for God to be among the people. And even there's one verse, I forget what book it's from, it says that I left my dwelling in heaven to be amongst you. And he's literally, specifically referencing the time in the wilderness where he came, God himself, to the Ark of the Covenant to be with the people. He says he left his holy dwelling in heaven to be with his people. This place must be worthy for God himself to be among the people in such a disgusting and dirty, sinful place. So this is all being done for God's glory, but also to make the people worthy of accepting God. Look at how many times they just keep complaining. And this is not throwing just shade on them. I would have probably been the worst one among them. Don't ever forget that. When you're reading these things, my friends, don't be like, how terrible they are. Oh my gosh, this was awful. Just remember, we would have been the same, if not worse. That's what these are warnings of. These aren't warnings of how terrible they were. We would have been better. It's not we would have been better. We need to be better. We should be better because we would have been just the same, if not worse, as them back then. We probably would have been the ones to crucify Jesus if we were there too. Keep that in mind. This is not throwing shade on the Israelites or the Jews. We would have been probably the worst among them if we were there. That's what this is. All these things about them being unfaithful, groaning and complaining is a warning for us to know that we would have been that, if not worse, and what not to be going forward. So don't ever forget that. As I always say, and we get to it, before I get to it, I gotta say God bless to our friend Emma, who's always in the Twitter space. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I had my awesome Sabbath day, feast day breakfast. I can't wait to go get my second meal. For whoever else is feasting today, I hope you all have a great one, a great day of rest. As always, God bless you all and your families. I hope you're doing well. Here it is. Destroy all pride and vanity by remaining humble and ready for self-sacrifice. It's no secret. I accredit my marriage to my marriage being destroyed because of pride and vanity. I can say, thank God, it was not on my end. I did everything I could, but it was pride and vanity that did it. And there is no honor left amongst people nowadays, which is why even now, my 7-year-old boy, I'm telling him, learn what honor is, because there is no more honor left in this world. So, destroy all pride and vanity. Remain humble and ready for self-sacrifice. Be grateful for absolutely everything. I mean, everything. Every breath you draw, every drink of water you drink, every piece of food you eat, your very clothes, these hat, everything I have, everything, absolutely everything, be grateful for. And our friends and family, especially our friends and family, and make sure you tell them you love them every day, because that's one thing we can't forget to do and take for granted. So there you are, my friends. God bless you all. I hope you're doing well. Have a great day of rest if this is your day like it is mine. and take care until God willing tomorrow around the same time.